Hello everybody, welcome back to another Weather Central forecast. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Now in today's video we will be going over a possible upcoming winter storm for areas in this shade right here. Now this will have some very heavy accumulation with it, likely up to 20 inches or even possibly exceeding that 2-foot range, possible for some areas of Arkansas and some areas of the Northeast. Now we will go over that in a little bit. But first, let's look at our National Weather Service watches and warnings. Not much has changed since earlier today. We do have some winter weather advisories for parts of Michigan. I expect that to be some lake effect snow probably. We also do have a snowstorm off to the west. We have some isolated winter weather advisories for more of the mountains in California. So we do have some winter storm warnings, winter storm watches, and winter weather advisories for parts of the Northwest. We also do have these ice storm warnings, as you guys know. We have some winter storm warnings as well, some winter storm watches, and some winter weather advisories extending from Texas all the way up to northern New Jersey into Long Island. So let's go ahead and look at some of our models here. Now, I do want to start off with the European high-res and look at this system through that, because some of these systems or some of these models, almost all of them are showing this system now, but the placement sometimes just a little bit farther south, a little bit farther north. The system does look to be tracking more south. Our rain or our snow line is about like right here now, when it was all the way up to right up here. So this will be something to keep an eye out on as the models get closer and keep on updating. So we have our system. I don't think that's our main system. Our main system is, our main system we'll start to see around hour 84. This is where the NAM model is stopping out here. So we don't really have any good information on tracks of the system, because once the NAM picks it up, we have a good idea. But until then, we really don't know. We have some very windy conditions throughout parts of this snowstorm. We have a 996 low air pressure system, as well as we do have that very cold air plunging in from the from Canada, as we know. We've been talking about this for a lot of in the past recent videos, as well as we do have a southeast ridge. So this will allow for this system to cut off about right there as it moves its way. Actually, it'll be more like this. And so you'll see snow most likely north of here, of this line. We'll see a good amount of icing throughout here, because we do have that cold air on the surface, but this the Gulf will try to push some more air aloft, and so I don't know if we can get a sounding off of this as we get into this system. So you can see it moves its way into Kansas at this point, 996 still. We're starting to see some snow make its way into southern Iowa, into southwestern Missouri. Now, once we get our system down here and we get our ice, I'll show you guys why we're dealing with freezing rain. I'll go to the soundings and just show you guys how that works. I don't know too much about it, but I know enough to where I can figure out the upper levels of the atmosphere, see if we're seeing freezing rain, sleet, or whatever it be. So this system does intensify as it moves its way eastward. You can see some heavy snow throughout the south central United States. We do have some of that icing, so we'll go ahead and take a look at the soundings for that. Oh, soundings. Okay, so we can't look at soundings on here, but when we go over to the next model, we will go over that. But because I don't have Pivotal Weather Plus, I can't. That's kind of sad. Okay, so we have some icing making its way all the way into Tennessee. Nashville, maybe a sleet snow mix at this point. And then it changes over to ice for you guys as this bulk of the system moves its way to the northeast. We are seeing some still moderate to light snow showers throughout Missouri. This is going to add on your guys' accumulation, as well as we will have a secondary system just pressing in, maybe adding an extra inch or so. We can go ahead and see that right there. Maybe just a little bit more ice for the areas that are in the ice storm warning as of now, and then maybe some ice for the northeast as well. Let's go ahead and look at our total snowfall accumulation. This is the 10 to 1, so I expect anything to be, or I expect the total to be higher than this. I don't have Pivotal Weather Plus, so I can't look at the accumulated snowfall for the Kuchera ratio. That is pretty sad, but nonetheless, we can still get a good idea of where they're predicting the heavy snow. So as you can see here, as this system's fully out, we can see a high concentration of snow throughout the south central into the parts of the southern Midwest, extending all the way up to the northeast. Anywhere in this region, we're seeing. Oops, that's my bad, guys. Anywhere in this region, we're seeing up to 16 inches, all the way down to 9 or 10. So anywhere from around 8 to 16 inches of snow possible in this area. There will be a sharp cutoff, though, of that rain-snow line. As you guys can see, we're looking at 8 inches. You move a little bit farther south, you're seeing no snow. So that is just going to be something to keep an eye out on. We are seeing some major cities in this. We have Wichita, we have Oklahoma City in this. We have Springfield, Kansas City. We have St. Louis, Cincinnati, Cleveland, Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh in this. We have New York in it. We have DC in it, just a little bit. We have Hartford in it. And we also do have Syracuse in it as well, getting in on some of this heavy snow. Not as much DC. I expect DC to have that normal bubble of snow, maybe an inch to 3 inches at this point, but we still are way too far out to tell official amounts. So let's go ahead and look at the GFS here. This is 18Z model run. Earlier today, we took a look at the 12Z model run, so this is a new updated version. So we'll go ahead and get out of this first system. If you guys haven't seen my official forecast for that, that is the video that I posted earlier today, and you can also look at the one from last night because the forecast didn't really change too much. So if you guys are wanting to know anything about that system, go ahead, click off this video, go to that video, and then come back to this video and finish this one out if you guys don't mind. So right before the system on Valentine's Day, it looks like, I'm pretty sure it's Valentine's Day, I can't remember. This is either Friday or Saturday. We're seeing some wintry weather still in parts of the south central, but that's going to move its way out pretty quickly. And we'll see our system here. I can't really see the millibars on that, but very, very heavy very, very windy conditions as is indicated by these ISO bars, super close together. As we make our way over here, we'll still have some wind, but it won't be insane. It'll probably be 10 to 15 mile an hour winds, which is still somewhat windy, but nothing crazy. We have snow into Wichita at this point, some snow into Oklahoma City, and it's just making its way into northeast or northwest Arkansas as well. We are seeing a good amount of mountain snow for the higher elevations. I expect you guys to get a lot of snow out of this. We also do have that icing down here. We can go ahead and see if we can get a sounding off of this. Thank the Lord we can get a sounding off of this. Okay, so it looks pretty complicated, but it really isn't. So 0 degrees Celsius is our freezing point, right? And so we have anywhere over here is above freezing, anywhere here is below freezing, right? And so what we've got here is we have a good amount of cold air here. You can see less than 0 degrees Celsius, which is 32 degrees. But as we get closer to the surface, we have that warm air aloft because we had such a cold dip down, but our surface temperature is 18 degrees. So as it makes its way down, it's snow, right? This doesn't really look that good. As we make it way down here, it melts into rain, and then it freezes, but it doesn't have enough time to convert into snow, so it falls as sleet. Freezing rain, this would probably be closer to 20-something degrees, and so it wouldn't have enough time to convert down back to sleet or snow, so it would freeze on impact or just fall out of the sky as ice pellets. So with that out of the way, I probably didn't do a great job explaining that. I'm sorry if I didn't. If you guys want, go to YouTube, look up how to look up skew plot or how to read skew plot data plots. I'm pretty sure that's what they're called. I'm not a meteorologist. I don't really know much about that, but just thought that I'd give you guys a little information that I knew about that. So we have some ice down to the deep south, parts of southern Louisiana as well getting on some of this. We have a little bit of a rain bubble, but if we are seeing some sleet here, I expect that to be sleet as well. So I would take that rain bubble with a grain of salt. We do have some heavy snow as it makes its way into the south central United States. And then we see some very, very heavy snow extending from Dallas all the way up to Little Rock. Very, very heavy snow. And we can see it does have this snow loop around as this system is moving northeast. Most models are in agreement for that, so that will allow for some extra accumulation for this area, maybe an extra 2 inches, 1 to 2 inches that you guys wouldn't be seeing if this doesn't happen. So we will monitor to make sure that that does happen, because if it doesn't, then we'll be changing our forecast. We do have a secondary little snow shower, moderate to light snow shower system, and it'll make its way to the northeast, kind of like this other system. And it might even collide with some moisture from the Gulf and create our next snowstorm into the northeast. We'll have to monitor that. It's still 180 hours out, so we're going to take a look at our first system, though, because obviously we want to go over this one before we go over the next one. Now, I do want to say this is not the Kuchera snow ratio. I could go to con meteorology right now, but I don't feel like it. But anywhere in this region, the Kuchera ratio showing 20 or a foot to 2 feet possible for this area. Now, I'm not saying that this is going to happen. Things are almost likely going to change, but because our 10 to 1 ratio will be like a 20 to 1 ratio, or even possibly a 30 to 1 ratio, because we have so much moisture, this will allow for a very significant snowstorm here. This model, the GFS is putting out almost a foot for Nashville. I do expect Nashville to be mostly ice, though, so I do expect that to change before the actual forecast does come out. My official forecast will come out Saturday, and I'll have an updated one Sunday right before the system does occur. I might even have a live stream on that, so definitely stay tuned for that. But my general consensus here before we end this video is if you are in this region right here, expect at least some sort of wintry weather. I don't know exactly what type of precip that you'll get, but I can almost guarantee that you will get some wintry precip. We don't know totals yet, or we do have a good idea. Our highest concentration of snow with the blend of all the models is somewhere around here, but we will have to monitor that until the actual date, because things are almost guaranteed to change, like I said. So that is about it for this video, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys do enjoy this video, please like and subscribe and share this with your friends, as this will help my video get out to as many of you guys as possible. And I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll see you guys in the next forecast.